All right, this is going to be a good one. From questions about taxes, credit cards, to investing in the stock market, it can be tricky to navigate our finances. That's why we enlist the help of our financial expert and good friend, Paul Hood. He is with us on Mondays to break down ways that we all can be a little bit smarter financially. And Paul, we have several viewer questions came in this week. So we have some really great ones. We'll start with Shirley. Shirley says, how do you prevent a credit card company from increasing the limit on your card without your prior permission?
So the one thing I would say to Shirley is, why is she concerned about that? And I know why. I mean, a lot of times we live in this country and the impulse buying is very tempting. And when you have a larger limit, some people take that like a challenge. You know, that's a race or something you have to do. So the reality is a larger limit on your credit card is not a negative thing. Just you use the credit card for what it is. Make sure you get to where you can pay it off every month, so it doesn't matter what the limit is. So the larger limit allows you to do more things, but you still have to exercise financial prudence. So I honestly don't know how to keep them from exercising or raising the limit, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. The bad thing would be not being able to control your spending.
Pretend it's not that big. Yeah. Let's get to Kate's question. Kate wrote in this week saying, I owe $14,000 in taxes for 2016-17. I want to know if there's anything that I can do to reduce penalties. Can I fill out an offer and compromise letter? What can Kate do here? Is there any option?
Well, so first Kate mentions an offer and compromise. So, and this is, I don't want to get in trouble, but you see all these ads on TV to where, hey, if you owe $10,000 or more, or $100,000 or more, call us. Well, a lot of times those companies want you to pay them $2,500 just to take a look. And the reality is, somebody like me can look at her situation and tell her whether she's a candidate for offer and compromise or not. And offer and compromise, there's two reasons why the IRS will reduce the amount you owe. One is what's called doubt as to liability. One is doubt as to collectability. Doubt as to liability means you don't really owe it, but you've missed all the chances to change that. Doubt as to collectability means you just don't have the money, and if they came in and take everything. So the reality is, offer and compromise is a very limited scope thing, but it does help. Now, as far as her and her penalties, in today's world and COVID, the IRS has been a little more friendly. So writing a letter explaining why, and hopefully it's not a reoccurring thing with her, and you can get out of the penalties.
All right, sounds good. Our last question goes to Dave. Dave says, I have a C Corp business. I want to know if it's wiser to invest from personal accounts or business accounts. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so a C Corp really is, when I see companies or real small businesses with a C Corp, it means they've probably taken a bite of the apple of something they've seen on TV or whatever, some more sophisticated planning. They probably are set up in Nevada and all of that, but the reality is that's all a big waste of money. Most of the time, a C Corp is a business that's going to be going public, or have multiple owners, those kind of things. So it's very restrictive. There's potential for double taxation, so you should really rarely be a C corporation unless you're making significant amount of money, the business is growing, you think about going public, or you can afford to leave significant money into C Corp. So invest individually.
All right, great questions this week.
Yeah.
Great advice as always. If you're watching right now, you have a financial question just like those folks did. All you have to do, you can send in your question right now. Paul and I'll chat about it next Monday. You can send it right in now to moneymonday@griffin.news.